What is going on? Beyond the break here with our weekly pickup that we've been buying lately. For the most part, been buying a lot of basketball, a little bit of football, a little bit of baseball here and there, but for the most part, been buying basketball, gearing up for the NBA season. Can't believe it's almost here, and especially with PSA running its current special, trying to buy some last-minute basketball to get ahead of that special. So let's get to it. We have 31 cards. I'll go through what we kind of been buying. You know, the classic. A lot of them are big names, some rookie cards here. We are doing a little bit of diving into who we think might be on the horizon or having a big season. Starting off with Paolo Banchero. This is a red ice. Think he is on the rise here, especially with Orlando coming on a little bit. I think they had a decent season last year. I think they're expected to have a little bit better of a season this year. Here's a cool Jalen Green. I know the flux is hit or miss, but I just saw, with the outer space kind of ish background, and then also this is numbered out of 75. Thought it looked pretty nice there. There's just a base Kobe SP, or this is the Fleer Authentic game tickets. I used to love these cards collecting, so this is more of a nostalgic. Hope it's gradable. Having that all white back makes it a little bit easier to see if it is or not, but. Here's one of the bigger cards of the order. This is a Lauri Markkanen Elephant, I believe. One of my first, parallels I've bought of this kind. He just signed a big contract with Utah, so I'm trying to buy some of his cards if I can. I think he's gonna, start coming a household name sooner than later in the NBA. Here's another Paolo, just a green wave. Got this for fairly cheap. I won't say $1 or $2, not numbered or anything. Here's a Shy. Big fan of the Obsidian. This is out of 99. RJ Barrett, this is first off the line out of 15. 15 out of 15. Him being in Toronto, being, I guess, the main ball handler there. I think he's up for a big year now that he's out of New York. Been buying some, obviously I've been buying a lot of LeBron. I'll try to get my hands on any type of LeBron, but DC Sports has a lot of these where you can buy in bulk, 2 or 3 at a time. So you can get them for fairly cheap. There's a good chance 1 or 2 will be banged up, if not all 3. But took the risk in this order. You'll see a couple more. But these are just LeBron Blues from this year's Select. Here's a Cam Whitmore Recon out of 299. Next stack, like I said, I've been buying some of these bulk that DC Sports does. This is just some green and blue variations of Chris Paul from Prism. Luka Ice, red and green ice it looks like. Derek White, got this for fairly cheap. I want to say like $6 or $7, but purple mosaic out of 50. Thought this was kind of a good deal. He's on the rise, got a nice contract. Obviously won the championship too. Got put on the Olympics, so I think that's a good buy there. Finally starting to dabble a little bit into the Wemby. A little late to the game here, but got these for a decent deal. These are both Prism Silvers. You got the Instant Impact and the Deep Space. Yeah, Deep Space insert. Here's more nostalgic purchase. Paul O'Neal, one of my favorite players growing up. This is the Refractor Bowman Refractor from, I believe it is, looks like 95. Yeah, 95. Looked to be in good shape too, centered up and everything, so hopefully it's gradable. There's another LeBron James Blue Ice. I got 3 of these through those bulk orders of Tyrese Maxey Orange Concourse, I believe they are. Yeah, Orange Laser Concourse. So we'll see. Buying some of him if I can, as a Sixers fan, and just overall, I think he won Most Improved last year. I think he's on for a bigger year this year. Sixers as a whole too, hopefully. Another Wemby Sensations insert, just your basic base there. Court Kings, double exposure, Wemby, not numbered or anything special there. And then 2 more Tyrese Maxey Blue Ice from Select Premier. So And then lastly, some of the larger pickups. Super pumped about this. Probably one of my biggest purchases I've made from a raw car standpoint. This just looked so clean from the pictures. Centered as well. This is a Calvin Johnson rookie refractor. The back looked great too. I'm hoping it's gradable. Cade Cunningham, pink Pulsar. This isn't numbered, but it looked centered up. I think he's up for a big year too. Not numbered, but still a really cool card from Obsidian. Joel Embiid, All NBA out of 20. Clean, hopefully. And then probably the second biggest card outside of Calvin Johnson, Drew Brees, 2020 Select, tie-dye out of 25. So go through the order out of the 31 cards, select which ones are gradable, and then kind of go through which ones are not and see, reasons why or why not they're not gradable. Okay, so out of the 31 cards that we recently purchased, 20 of them came back gradable. For the most part, they all look clean, the ones that were gradable. Some that we think are leaning more on the 9 side, but that we would still grade just from a sheer margin standpoint. So with that, some of the more urgent ones, or the basketball ones, obviously. Just quickly go through. The Embiid out of 20 was clean. The Cade Cunningham, there is one small print line, but I felt good enough to send, especially with the special going on. The Wemby, no issues there. Pretty pumped. All 3 maxis. These look clean. I probably wouldn't send all 3 in the same order. Probably hold on to 1 or 2 of them for down the line, maybe later in the season and whatnot, just to throw into another order. The LeBron James, this was clean. No issues there. The Paul O'Neal refractor, no issues there. I think one little corner white up there, but other than that, everything else looked clean. Both Wemby's silvers were clean. I saw no problems here with them. The Derek White out of 50, purple out of 50, no problems there. Out of the Chris Pauls, this one was probably the best. That was clean. 2 of the 3 LeBron James blue selects were clean. This, even though it's a thicker card, these Obsidians, no issues here. This was super clean. The Paolo clean. The Kobe, this was clean too for the most part. I think there was one little banged up corner up top there a little bit. So we'll see if I send it along or I might just hold on to it for a little bit. And then the Jalen Green, no issues there. Out of 75, no problems there. And then these, I'll just keep in the case for now. Won't be sending these just yet, but the Drew Brees out of 25 tie-dyed. This was pretty clean. I would say this is more lean on the 9 side. I think there's 1 or 2 scratch marks I found, or 1 or 2 dimples. I can't remember. But for now, just leave it in the case. I think it would still grade a 9. And the Calvin, I think this is at least a 9, if not a 10. I saw no problems. Centering looked great. No surface scratches whatsoever. The back, I couldn't believe, especially with these Bowmans being the red corners. Typically, we see some whitening. I saw no whitening in the corners. I'll probably take even a closer look multiple times just to ensure. But for me, I think this is definitely gradable, at least a 9. As for the not gradable ones, pretty bummed about all of them, but especially some of the ones I paid a little bit more for. The RJ Barrett, there was whitening up here, and the 2 areas, chipping there and there. I want to say probably up top as well. A little bit of chip going on up there. I just don't think maybe the corner too, a little bent in the corner here. To me, I just feel like it's not worth grading. If it's going to get at least a 9, maybe an 8, that chipping is pretty bad. So the amount I paid for it in raw, obviously I'll probably just try to sell it again on raw. Obviously was stating, being in excellent shape, not near mint or mint. This I am super bummed about, just for the fact that DC Sports, I think, missed this. Typically, I've had very good purchases from DC Sports. They usually do a good job of acknowledging, but clearly a clear miss there. So, I think I spent $27, $28 on this. Could not see that. Obviously, if you look at it from here, you don't see it from the images or anything, but obviously that came up. Typically, DC Sports will catch that and make that in the title, but they did not, so bummed about that. That's all right. I'll make sure if I do sell it raw, I'll make sure to label it very good. You know, maybe state in the description what's wrong with the card. Still a cool card, though. The new elephant print stuff in Select. The Palo, slightly off-centered, and then sometimes you see with these Selects some whitening and stuff, but nothing major there, just not something I wouldn't grade. The Maxi, both Maxi's blues were not great. This one had a couple dimples, so that's a no for me. This one, let me see here, any major issues? I kind of forget. I think up here, a lot of whitening showing up top there. Sometimes you see with Select all along here, whitening, damage on the edges. Sometimes you see with Selects, I just feel like some poor quality at times. Just for me, not for me. Especially something that's not numbered. You know, maybe I'll hold on to it. Maybe down the line I'll grade. Since it's really just maybe I can try to use tape and get some of the shavings off. But something I just wouldn't grade. This is another one, like it's just a base. I don't even know why I got it, but just along the lines here, along the edges here, just some shavings coming off and chipping in the black areas. So just not worth it from a base standpoint. Same with this card. A lot of whitening coming up, a lot of damage, wear and tear. Won't go through all the rest of these, but just your classic corner damages for both these, especially with this Prism. There's always that one corner that's darker. I see a lot of bent or whitening showing, but for these both were just damaged a little bit. And then the centering was a little off, top to bottom, but also some whitening in the corners there. And then the LeBron, I said I want to go through all of them, I end up going through all of them. The LeBron, I think it was, yeah, where's that dimple? A large dimple there. And then I think that was it. So again, not being a numbered card, just your basic blue Select, something I just wouldn't feel comfortable grading just yet. Maybe, I don't know yet what I'll do with those slightly damaged ones. But yeah, decent pickup, bulk purchases. You like the video, please like and subscribe. Please leave a comment if you want to see anything else. If you have any questions, love answering any of the questions you guys have. Been asking a lot of great questions lately. Love helping out the hobby. Till next time, peace.